Hey, what's up, solar family? Hopefully you're doing amazing. It's James here, and in this video, I want to go over building a connection, right? Literally a heartfelt connection with your homeowners, because I teach my students this a lot, right? I really dive in deep on building rapport, building connection, because I honestly feel that if you can build a tight connection with your homeowner, it's gonna drastically increase your sales, right? And you're probably wondering, like, how the heck do you build connection, right? James, I'm doing all these rapport building, I'm already like petting the dog and things of that nature. But I honestly feel to really add on to rapport building, you have to tell your story, right? Every single consultant, even yourself, you have a story. For example, we have a colleague of mine, his story, the reason why he's in the solar industry, it's not about the money, right? And not every single consultant is in this industry because of the money. For his situation, it was because of his daughter, right? His daughter has like lung problems or whatnot. And he honestly feels that if he does nothing, right, nothing at all with helping, to reduce the climate change, it's gonna affect his daughter in the long run, right? His daughter's fairly young right now. So what he does is he tells his story. So before he jumps into the whole solar proposal, during his rapport building, he takes time to tell the homeowner why he is in the solar industry. And you can just imagine how impactful that is, right? Because when you're sitting down with a homeowner, obviously the intentions of the homeowner is to save money, right? Every single homeowner, I want to say like 99% of them want to save money, right? Not everybody, wants to save the environment or whatnot, right? Because that's the byproduct of installing solar. But at the end of the day, if you can tell your story, and it's not like a bedtime story, right? But it kind of is in a sense, because when you're reading a bedtime story to your kids, their imagination is running wild, right? It's like a TV screen in their brain. So it's the exact same thing when you're explaining your story, or you're telling your story to your homeowners, right? So my story personally, why I'm in the industry, obviously, I want to be able to build legacy wealth for my family, and I honestly feel that the solar industry is the vehicle to get me there. But my story is even more powerful, right? Because I have 8 kids, and I want to make sure that I want to do something for their future. Because I honestly feel that if we do nothing, right, I literally do nothing to help the environment, their future, or the way they breathe air, or the clean water that they drink, it's not going to be feasible or possible in the future if I do nothing, right? And I don't want them to look at me, at my deathbed. It's kind of morbid, but I don't want them to look at me at my deathbed like, Dad, you knew that if you did nothing about the environment, or you didn't do your part, that our future is depending on that. And it really hits me hard. So I always tell my story to my homeowners, and I connect with them in that way. And I want to say like 99% of my homeowners that I tell my story to, because most homeowners are, they have kids and they have families, they're going to connect, right? They're going to connect. And I honestly feel that if you take the time to tell your story, to build an authentic relationship and a connection with your homeowner, you're gonna close a whole lot more deals. And not only close deals, you're gonna build a authentic relationship and even a possible friendship, because you spoke to these homeowners and you sat down with them about their solar options, right? But you really, really need to stress and tell your story. Because at the end of the day, everyone has their authentic story. Everyone here probably has an amazing story to tell. And it's also a perfect segue. After you tell your story, you ask the homeowner, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, So why do you want to install solar on your home? Right? So it's a perfect segue to introduce that question to them. And imagine how much more thought process they're gonna put before answering that question after you told your story. It's just like performing after someone that's amazing, right? Say for example, they're on stage and they're dancing and they're doing an amazing performance and you have to like go right after them. I'll be like, dude, let me step up my game a bit, right? So it gets the homeowner to think about like, you know what, saving money is great, but I feel the same exact way that you feel, James. I actually want to leave something for my kids. I want to do something that can help and benefit my kids as well. So that's my tip for you today. Craft your story as you're building rapport. Tell your story. You have an authentic story to tell, so tell it, connect with your homeowners, and you'll see not only you're gonna close more deals, you're probably gonna build a lot of friendships and relationships out of it. Other than that, before you take off, make sure you subscribe and click the subscribe button. And if you want to dive in deeper to learn how to connect, how to sell, go ahead and click the link and schedule a free solar strategy call. It's gonna be posted in the descriptions. Other than that, tell your story. Take a minute, go to a quiet place. Kind of noisy at my house, but go to a quiet place, write your story. It doesn't have to be long. It can literally be like, 3 sentences or whatnot, and see how much more sales and connection you will make by letting the homeowner exactly why you got started in the solar industry. Other than that, you guys have an amazing day. Peace.